Welcome back to Greatness Unlocked. If you find any value here, I humbly ask that you hit the like and subscribe. Today, I want to talk to you about something that is both profound and transformative: faith. Faith is a powerful force that can enable us to accomplish amazing things in our lives. It is the foundation of a meaningful relationship with God, and it is essential to living a life filled with purpose and action. As we explore the depths of faith, we will look at its three critical aspects: notitia, assensus, and fiducia. We will also reflect on some biblical verses that highlight the incredible power of faith and accomplishment. Let's begin by considering the power of faith in achieving remarkable things. Think about the great figures in the Bible: Moses, David, Esther, Paul. Each of them faced insurmountable challenges. What set them apart? It was their faith. Moses, standing before Pharaoh, had faith that God would deliver the Israelites. David, a shepherd boy, had faith that he could defeat the giant Goliath. Esther had faith that she could save her people, even at great personal risk. Their stories remind us that faith can propel us beyond our limitations and into a realm of possibility. Have you ever felt like you were on the brink of something extraordinary? Perhaps it was a dream you wanted to pursue, a relationship you wanted to mend, or a challenge you faced. Often, it is faith that gives us the courage to step into the unknown. Hebrews 11:1 tells us, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." This verse encapsulates the essence of faith. It is the assurance that what we hope for can become a reality. Faith as the basis of a relationship with God. Now, let's talk about the relational aspect of faith. Faith is the foundation of our relationship with God. It is through faith that we come to know Him, trust Him, and walk with Him. In Romans 10:17 we read, "So faith comes from hearing, and hearing through the word of Christ." Our understanding of God grows as we engage with His word. However, it's important to remember that faith is not just a one-time act. It is a continuous journey. It begins with notitia, or knowledge. This is the intellectual content of faith, the facts we must know to believe. It's not blind faith, it is informed faith. For example, knowing the gospel, the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus is crucial. But simply knowing these facts is not enough. Assensus, the agreement with truth. This brings us to the second aspect, assensus. This is the agreement that the content of our faith is true. It's one thing to know about Jesus. It's another to acknowledge that what we know is true. James 2:19 says, "You believe that God is one. You do well. Even the demons believe and shudder." Here we see that mere intellectual assent is not sufficient for a saving faith. Many people know about Jesus and can recite the facts, but true faith involves more than intellectual approval. It requires a heart response, an emotional engagement with the truth of who God is. It's the difference between knowing about a person and truly knowing them. Fiducia, the active trust. Finally, we arrive at the third aspect, fiducia, or trust. This is where faith becomes personal and active. Fiducia is the commitment of your will to what you know and believe. It's casting yourself entirely upon the truth you have come to accept. When we talk about faith, we often hear the phrase, faith without works is dead, which comes from James 2:26. This verse emphasizes that genuine faith produces action. If we truly trust in God, our actions will reflect that trust. It's not enough to know the facts and agree with them. We must live them out. Consider the story of Peter walking on water. He had faith in Jesus, but that faith required action. He stepped out of the boat, trusting that Jesus would hold him up. That's fiducia in action. When we trust God, we are compelled to act. We step out in boldness, believing that He is with us. Faith is a dynamic and transformative force. It empowers us to accomplish extraordinary things. It lays the foundation for a deep relationship with God, and it inspires us to act. As we reflect on our own lives, let us ask ourselves, do we have notitia, the knowledge of who God is? Do we have a census, the agreement that His word is true? And do we live in fiducia, actively trusting and relying on Him in every aspect of our lives? Let's remember the words of Jesus in Mark 11:22-24. Have faith in God. Truly I tell you, if anyone says to this mountain, go, throw yourself into the sea, and does not doubt in their heart, but believes that what they say will happen, it will be done for them. Faith is powerful. It can move mountains, heal hearts, and change lives. So, let's nurture our faith, deepen our relationship with God, and let it inspire us to action. I have faith in you. Now go. Be great.